One of the UK's richest billionaires has just left the UK. And to be honest with you, this is not a surprise to me. And who knows, maybe the rest of the people on this list also leave the UK. But in 2024 alone, as you guys probably already know if you watch this channel, over 10,800 millionaires left the UK in 2024 alone. 2025, this is going to keep going up. Little foreshadowing, I don't know this for a fact, but I am assuming that in the future, the UK will impose something that forces people to stay in the UK or makes it very difficult to leave the UK to save money in taxes in another jurisdiction like Dubai. This is huge. The ninth richest man in the UK has left. This guy makes billions of dollars and pays a lot of money in taxes and now is leaving. And this is going to show you that a lot more people are going to keep leaving. And I said 10,800 millionaires left as well. But what about pre-millionaires? What about people with 200,000, 300,000, 400,000? What about these people? Well, there's a lot of these people moving too. Probably a lot more than 10,000. Maybe even 20, 30, 40,000 people have left in 2024. And what about the people who would be millionaires but are leaving now? In my case, I left Canada the moment I started making significant money online. Literally, within months, I was doing research on finding where to go. This is back in 2021. This is many, many years ago. Of course, since then we've done a lot. And right away, I made the move. So I could have paid taxes back to Canada my entire life. But instead, I decided to move and leave. And that saved me alone a ton of money. Over the course of my career working, this is going to be millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? So a lot of other people are making the same decision as well. And I get a lot of calls from people telling me, Kevin, I wish I did it sooner. I wish I moved to Dubai sooner. It would have saved me this much money. It would have grown my business. It would have done this. It could have, should have, would have. You just do it now instead because it's going to save you a lot of money. And it's not like it might save you. It's not like a program that you're buying that might make you successful. It's giving you direct results. You make 200,000 GBP. You're paying $100,000 in taxes, or sorry, 100,000 GBP if you're staying in the UK. If you move to Dubai, you're keeping 200 GBP. Why not move, right? Do you want the extra money? Yes, of course, make the move then. It's very straightforward. Now, in the case of John Frederickson, again, he's not a small fry. He has over $13 billion in net worth. Maybe he has even more. You know how these rich people are. They hide assets here and there. But this is at least what they have estimated. He didn't just leave. He left with a bang. He said that the UK is going to shit. Or to use his exact words, he said the UK is going to hell, which is not very nice. But honestly, it is the truth. The UK is limiting how business owners can really run their business in the UK. It's becoming unbearable for companies. And to be honest, it already is unbearable. The level of taxes that you have to pay just doesn't make sense when you can just take a 6-hour flight and be in Dubai and pay 0% in taxes. When I say that out loud, it sounds crazy because that's, again, not going to be here forever. I really don't look forward to the day where the UK is imposing an exit tax, like Canada. You don't know that Canada has one? Yes, we do. If you want to leave Canada, you have to pay an exit tax on all of your assets, even though you don't dispose of them before you leave. You have a property that went up in value? Okay, pay taxes on the appreciation before you leave, even if you don't sell it. You don't have the money in your bank account? Oh, too bad. Sell the house then. Get the profits. Now you can pay your tax. This is happening. And in some other countries, they're even taxing you. Even if you don't even leave the country, they're taxing you right now. Let's say you had a house that's worth 100,000, now it's 200,000, and you're not planning on selling it, and you're not planning on leaving your country. They'll still tax you anyway, just to tax you on this appreciation that you have, which, by the way, of course, could go down. So you're going to pay tax and then it goes down? What? This is crazy. They're not going to refund you. That doesn't happen. John didn't move for nothing. He didn't move to Dubai for the sun. He moved to Dubai for the numbers. He is a multi-billionaire. And of course, every single decision you make is very important. And if you can make one small decision to move to another jurisdiction to allow your portfolio to just grow tax-free, wouldn't you do it yourself as well? And a lot of people complain, even the people who hate people who, try to reduce their taxes. If you speak to them and you tell them, hey, if you could just move to another city just 20 minutes away so that you can keep more of what you earn, would you do it? And they always say yes. But then if a billionaire is doing it, there's a big problem. There's a huge outrage. Oh, the billionaire is so rich. Why is he doing that? He should just pay his fair share. What is a fair share? Who are you to determine what a fair share is? This billionaire is generating hundreds and in some cases thousands of jobs. Like, who's to say what they have to pay? They're already generating jobs for people, paying money into their pockets. Now you're going to push him away and he's going to put money into pockets, for people living in other countries. So you're, lowering your country's GDP just for no reason by incrementing the taxes every single year. I always see this happening. Now, why did he choose Dubai? Why did the ninth richest man in the UK choose Dubai? It's one of the only developed tax havens in the world. that offers 0% income tax, 0 to 9% corporate tax. In his case, he will probably pay a corporate tax. I will say that because corporate tax is applicable to businesses earning revenues above 816,000 USD, which in GBP that should be around 650,000 pounds. And if he's a billionaire, of course, he's going to be making more than that. But what's 9% when in the UK you're paying significantly more? Let's say 25% corporate taxes, plus all these expenses you have to pay, all these government contributions, all this stuff that you just don't have to pay in Dubai. For example, this is another very small thing that's actually really big at the same time. If you have an employee in Dubai and you want to pay them a salary, you just pay them the salary. You don't have to pay them a salary plus pay the government some contribution for this tax. That doesn't exist in Dubai, and it's so refreshing because it's so simple, and that's how it is for now. And that's why major billionaires are making the move, and he isn't the only one. He's the only public one recently from the UK making the move. But as you already know, there's a lot of very wealthy people in the UAE. Now, to add some even more value on this, the UAE has also been removed from the European Union's grey list for money laundering. So we are no longer a high-risk country for money laundering. So we've been removed from that list. This makes banking a lot more free and a lot easier, because I've heard of some cases where people have banking issues from some European countries not wanting to send funds to their Dubai company bank account, And of course, now this is going to be gone because we're removed from that list. There's no reason for that to happen. Although that be, something very rare, it did happen in some cases. Even us here at GenZone, we faced that. We faced banks in some cases. We process thousands of transactions, so of course it's going to happen. But once in a while, we get a transaction that gets flagged, and the bank in their home country tells them, hey, are you sure this is legitimate, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, it gets passed through anyway, but they have to confirm it, which is not really normal, of course, right? You shouldn't have to, justify why you're sending money to someone. So, of course, if you want to make the exact same moves a billionaire is making, you don't need to spend millions of dollars on insane consulting and a crazy team to assist you with this process. It's not that expensive. You can do exactly what this billionaire is doing for the same price as we charge anyone. If he was our client, we'd charge him the exact same price that we would charge you. So if you want to set up your company in Dubai just like him, get your residency in Dubai just like him, get your bank account set up in Dubai just like him with literally no difference. If you want to have the exact setup this billionaire has, book a free consultation call using the link down below. Either me or one of our consultants would be more than happy to get on a call with you and break down step by step exactly how we can help you get started. And of course, if you're not ready just yet and want a full video guide on exactly how we can assist you, you can watch this video right here that goes over our step-by-step process.